Hello, this is Charting Man Dan of TheChartGuys, where we teach the little guy and girl how to utilize charts to manage their own trades and investments. What do I mean by the little guy and girl? Well, we just had two directives signed halting the implementation of a rule that requires financial advisors to act in the best interests of their client. Let that sink in a little bit. The big wigs on Wall Street can play with your retirement and hard-earned money without your best interests at heart. We currently have hundreds of members taking charge of their financial future, and we would love for you to come check out a free week with no credit card required to see if our services would be beneficial on your path to financial independence as well. What we offer, we have a separate course of over 5 hours in length on when to enter and exit positions. And in terms of what we do daily, we have nightly videos, key levels updated each morning before the bell, 2.5 hours of live daily webcam coverage in the morning and in the afternoon, and over 7 hours of educational videos. All of these links can be found in the description of this video. Come check us out. Thanks for watching. Let's get on to the technical analysis.
Hey guys, it's James with the Chart Guys. It is Tuesday, April 11th. Going to do my nightly video on gold. Yesterday in gold video, I mentioned that one thing that was positive for the gold bulls was the fact that on this bounce back up, we've been setting lower highs. So on this pullback, we set a low here, higher low, another higher low, and another higher low, and saw the dip buying even on these pullbacks by the gold bulls. And we're showing a lot of strength here by breaking above this high of Friday here. And said the Japanese yen was showing weakness, US dollar Japanese yen. And you could see that once that the price support here of 110.10 was broke, we could see the accelerated downside, what we were watching in the chat room live today. And once we got that break, clearly the bears showed up and have taken control of the US dollar Japanese yen chart. And on the weekly here for the US dollar Japanese yen, it is losing a key level as of now with we're closed on Friday, so 2 more trading days left. We're losing the 200 MA here. And really we have low. We had an inside candle here on the US dollar Japanese yen, and we're breaking bear from this inside candle here. So we have a bear break, and you can see these big green candles on the weekly. So once we lost this level here, the low of 110.26 on the US dollar Japanese weekly chart, you see that there isn't going to be much price resistance here. The next price resistance you see is right here at the high of this candle at 106.94, which is still quite a ways down. Potentially the 50 MA could provide support that's at 108.30. So you can see there's still a lot of room to the downside here on this this bear break of the inside candle and breaking the low of 2017 of 110.10. And on the US dollar chart, the XY chart, you can see that the weekly on this back test is rejecting the 20 MA here after close right below it last week. So a lot of things going strong for the gold bulls here. Of course, by the end of this week, with the US dollar Japanese yen losing its support, we want to finally close above this 50 MA on the weekly, which it has not had for quite some time since back in, I think it was October when we had this 50 MA was the last time we had it on the weekly. And on the daily, we've regained finally got to close above this 200 MA, which is another signal that gold bulls are strong here. This 200 MA, we haven't had this as support since all the way back here, which is in November of 2016. So a lot of things that are in the favor technically of the gold bulls right now. And so the next price resistance we'll look for on the daily here is going to be the high of this candle, which is currently at 1292.50, with the hourly RSI a bit. The hourly RSI a bit overbought. You can see that the hourly RSI is a bit overbought, needs to cool down some. We're going to look at some price supports on the hourly for tomorrow, depending on how gold consolidates overnight and what type of moves they're going to be. So we're going to look at the low of this candle here first. The low of this candle is 1270.90. In an ideal world for gold bulls, we want to consolidate, move sideways here above this low here. As the RSI and the hourly cools off overnight. If we break that level, we'll look for further consolidation down to the high of this candle, 1269, and then the next support will be 1266.20. Those are the next levels we'll look at here. But gold bulls again look very good. It's going to be some consolidation that needs to take place for us to move higher. As far as the gold miners go, again, the senior gold miners have been stronger than the junior gold miners. We're still not over the 50 MA on the junior gold miners on GDXJ. But what I really liked about GDX again is that the fact that this 50 MA on the daily broke above. We broke above it finally after it rejected so many times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. We've now broken above it. We held the back support 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And that was a really big test when we had that nice gold move overnight on Friday, and then you saw the dump during the day. But we're still able to hold this as support, the 50 MA. We have a gap up. We're going to look at the next resistance here at the high of this candle at 24.58, and then 24.86, and our supports are going to be the low of this candle of 23.87, the low of today. If we lose that low, look for the gap fill here to the high of this candle at 23.71, and then of course we don't want to drop below 23.20. So everything's looked good for the senior miners right now as far as technicals go. Again, gold does need to cool down a bit, and the miners are also overbought just like gold. We were looking for the break above this high here of 37.25 because we were continuing to set lower highs on the junior miners. And once we got above this level here and set a higher high on Friday, we did pull back, but we're continuing to set higher highs on the daily now. We're at the 50 MA test. Our next resistance is going to be 37.95, and we really want to get above this resistance where we had this long upper wick of rejecting from this price of 38.22. Our supports are going to be the low of today of 36.86, and then the recent low here of 36.11, 36.08, and lows of these candles 35.85. So those are our supports. Everything does look good again for the gold bulls and the gold miner bulls right now. And as far as the hourly chart goes here, we're not quite as overbought on GDXJ. You can see here we're staying under the 70 RSI there as GDX. GDX is a little bit more extended, as you can see. So look for gold and some consolidation to move higher. It's going to be really tough to move higher with this RSI being so high. If you look at the 4-hour RSI, you can see that we've had some pullbacks when we reach those levels here. Let me zoom in a little bit. So once we get to this extremely overbought RSI, we tend to pull back some. Not that the move won't continue bullish like this, but we just need to have a little bit of consolidation. We do have a little bit more room to run to the top. It's not extremely overbought yet, but it's pretty high. So I would look for consolidation for an entry in these miners and in gold. Have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow.